So hello there, we are on the moon! Yay! I made my first moon landing today. It's been a very lengthy process of trial and error. Yippee! There we go. A very long process, a lot of trial and error, but finally I made it. And here we are. Let's place a flag. And there it goes. Our first flag in the moon. Oh, cool. I can name, let's name it Moon Landing 1. Black text, I don't know. No clue. What I put here? Welcome? Welcome to the moon. Lots of Kerbals have given their life for this moment. Enjoy your stay. Okay, this is going to be it, I guess. Yeah. Well, the actual landing didn't get recorded because DxTory totally trolled me. I thought I was recording, but no. Okay, let's move to here and take our other astronaut. Oh, grab the ladder, you idiot. Oh well, who cares? No gravity, no pain. And let's go. Yay! This is going to be a nice screenshot. Yippee! Okay, now I'm there, yeah. And smile for the camera. A screenshot. So, yeah, we are on the moon. Two happy people, Kerbals, out of a lot of others who didn't make it. Uh, as for the actual vessels I used, well, this is my lander. Um, of course, some landing struts, ladder that was good for nothing because I don't know why. I guess it's because this. But well, um, RCS and advanced SAS. Well, pretty much standard, and a Poodle engine, which is I think is the best one for this. I don't know about this. You can see I'm actually using Metiev. I don't use the autopilot features, but it's very nice to set up orbital changes and etc. It really does a lot of work for you in that sense. You'll see an instance later of what I mean. I don't really know about this. I'm guessing this is barely enough to get out of the moon orbit. And what do we have in orbit? Well, of course, we have the insertion vehicle. Actually, I should change the name to this one, of this one to something else. And this is it. Very similar to the Apollo missions modules, service module, and that's why I named it Apollo Lander because it's very similar to the original Apollo. Standard fuel tank, RCS, which I think I overdid a little bit. I should have used a little bit more of fuel. Again, I barely made it. Barely made it. A standard engine from rocketry mode, and yeah. And what I mean by Metsiof is that, as I tell you, I mean, using autopilot just makes the game played for you. But just say that I'm in this orbital. As you can see, it has a little bit of inclination. I changed it because I wanted to land in the middle of the crater. And well, I didn't achieve it, but not by much. For instance, let's say that I use, which is it? Maneuver panel. And I want to set a zero angle circular system. I mean, an orbital plane of zero angle. I just have to go to change inclination. Where do I want it? Well, at the equatorial, whatever, at the ascending node, I say create node, and it places it for me with all the information. And now I go back here and I have, well, the estimated burn I don't have because the engine has to be switched on for the system to calculate it. But I have the estimated time, I have the proper vectors and angles, etc., etc., etc. And that's all I use it for. Also, I use it for Ascens guidance. I use the DxTory plots. It's very, very useful. It's like having a guiding computer that gives you the most efficient ballistical course into orbit. But I don't actually fly with autopilot because there's no sense in doing that. Some people has told me about a mod called engineering or something like that, but I think that it only gives you this kind of information and doesn't help you with maneuvers. And this is very, very useful because, I mean, if I have to do it manually, I can be like all day long, like prograde, anti-grade, normal, anti-normal, whatever. And to adjust it, you have to be very, very, very selective. This is much more efficient and automatically plans the maneuver for you. So this is a planner like no other. So let's close this. Let's delete this, and I'm going to show you. Delete, delete. I want. Fuck my life. Another planner. Remove all nodes. Oh, there you go. So yeah, well, the plan to go back is to raise the moon landing craft into orbit. I have to be very, very careful in the ascending because I have to match up the orbit. I don't have fuel for a lot more than that. Do a rendezvous, dock again, as you can see. They came in together. I'll show you later the whole complex. And yeah, that's how I did it. Now let's see the actual vehicle that made this possible. And I'm guessing it's going to be in the autosave zip, yeah. And yeah, when it loads, we'll see it. There you go. I actually made it 3 states. The last one you'll see up here later that I use for transfer orbit, but the insertion vehicle into orbit and etc. Also, this last stage has some fuel always to make the stage transition. 3 stages. First one is 4 boosters with liquid fuel and quite powerful engines. Second stage is a monster engine and a couple of large fuel tanks. Third stage is this one. You'll see here. Oh, sorry, not that way. Oh, so low frame rate. Ah, shit! Fuck my life. Okay, let's do it the other way around. I'm going to kill myself. Let's put it. No, actually, I have to do it this way. Excuse me, but I'm having so awful frame rates right now. Come on, connect. Well, whatever. You can see there's a third stage and with a there you go. Finally. This is for maneuvering in orbit. Well, actually, I have to burn a little bit of this to enter and circularize the orbit. If I have to change inclination, which I usually do because I always end with 1 or 2 degrees of inclination, I use it as well. And this makes the first impulse for the transfer to the moon's orbit. It's not enough to complete the transfer, so for that, let me fuck my life, really. For that, I use the actual service module. This is how I made my actual traveling vehicle. And this caused me a lot of trouble. First of all, because of course I tried to put it upside down. It's upside is I mean with this thing, which is the main control, pointed upwards. But the limit between this fuel tank and this RCS fuel tank was all the time causing structural damage, and I was losing control of the launch. I have tried maybe 5-10 launches until the actual successful one. So a lot of Kerbals gave their life for this. So what I did was, instead of reinforcing the structure to insane levels, and besides it was accomplishing nothing, I just turned it upside down, so this sim here didn't have to hold all the weight of the landing module. Overall, you can see the whole thing weighs 34 tons, which is pretty a lot. So, well, what this went was that the main module was, I mean, the basic module, habitational module of this and command module is this one. And as you can see, it's upside down. Well, you can figure out how many headaches did this give me to you? Did this give to me? Why? Well, you're going to about to see it. Let's load it again, and you'll see why. Well, the thing is, what I was telling you, the transfer finish is accomplished with the service module main rocket. Clear launch and proceed, and you're going to see this. Because well, I crashed it maybe 3-4 times before figuring out what the hell was going wrong. And this is it on the launch pad. And I don't know if you are already noticing what's wrong here, but it took me maybe 4 launches to actually figure out what the hell was going wrong. Let's bring out the Ascent guidance. Let's sound navbar. There you go. You can see here a faint pink thing, so I thought this was my guidance thing. But you're really not noticing anything wrong. This is pointing downwards. This is actually pointing down. So I was launching and guiding the thing upside down, and I was ending all the time in going the wrong way. Instead of going to this, going to the west and thinking, what the hell is wrong here? And of course that means also meant that I lost control very easily. And the thing is that here I have to clip here. There you go. No, I have to control from the landing module actually. Let me check if I can. There you go. Now I give control from here, and now it's control from the proper side. And this really gave me so much headache. You can figure out how much. But yeah, in the end I figured it out. And well, let's do a fast launch to show you how it was. Okay, it's everything set. No, I don't want SAS in the launch. It goes up very slowly. And I have to throttle back very quickly because otherwise I get overheat. But you can see it's pretty nice going up. Still no overheating, which is cool. No rotation. It's pretty stable, to be honest. I'm very proud of this design because it's very stable. And this then goes the second stage, then the third stage kicks in, finalizes the orbit, and starts the transition to the moon, and the service module completes the transfer. And that's it. That's how I arrived to the moon. By the way, this thing is tilting the wrong way. Let's compensate a bit. Yeah. So I'm pretty proud. Now let's see if I can get my Kerbals out of there as safe and alive. So yeah, that's it for now, and that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and see you later.